This is ROV Visual Modeler 2012, and here we're looking at the strategy or strategic options trees, or ST for short. And my recommendation is please take a look at the Decision Tree Getting Started tool video, because everything else that you will see here is pretty much replicated from the Decision Tree piece. So again, you have a starting point, you select on that, and you can insert different options. So in this case, I have three different option paths I'm looking at: strategy A, B, and C. In this option, strategy A, I may have a sequential compound option, for instance. So this could be a phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 with options to exit, walk away in this case. For strategy 3, we may have multiple options in this case: option to expand, option to abandon, or it could be a sequential compound option, whatever it is, different combinations of options. So all I'm doing is I'm making modifications to this tree, adding my tree, moving things around. I can double click on this, change the colors of the tree, add the names, the notes, the values, things that you've seen previously, or give it an option, a type of option. For example, this is an option to abandon. Let's say we'll click abandon on here, and you can see that the name is written inside of that node. So you can resize those nodes as appropriate, move them around, copy, paste, change the styles that you saw previously in the decision tree piece, manage your own style, create your own style, change the colors and shapes on your option nodes, on your terminal nodes, on your text nodes. You can change languages, of course, looking at different properties or global options. You can insert comments, you can link a file. For instance, I can click on this and I can insert either a text or picture. I can add a comment on here, and here's my comment, and you would see this red little thing that pops up. When you point or hover over this red label, it's your comment that you can view. I can click on this and I can insert a file if I wanted to, so I can link to any file that I wish on my computer, and all I need to do is double click on that file icon, and the file will be executed. You will be able to see that. So it's a good repository, if you will, if you have multiple files, different Excel files or Word or PowerPoint files that you want to attach to specific strategies or specific nodes. You can do that as well. Added copy pasting, you can look at data requirements, if you will. So we added an option to abandon. So here are the additional inputs that's required for an option to abandon. So you can put different nodes or different values in here. The strategy tree that we have at this point does not do any computation. If you want to do computations, you would have to either go to the Real Options SLS, a super lattice solver, and do your mathematical models and put your SLS modules in there. Or if you need to create like a decision tree, you can use the DT module and set up your DT model there and do the computations right there. So strategy tree is nothing but a strategy tree. So we're drawing strategies in this case. You can also do a protect. You can protect the file if you wanted to, but first you have to save this, and now you can put in a password if you wanted to for 256-bit encryption. So anybody without the password would not be able to gain access to this. I can right click, duplicate the tree, delete the tree. Say if I duplicate the tree, now I have two different trees that's identical. Now I can move this around, delete a specific node or set of nodes, and now I have two different trees. And I can replicate as many trees as I wanted to. I can rename those trees to something a little bit more relevant to myself, and add multiple strategy trees in this case. And when you click on File Save, all of the strategy trees will be saved as a single file. Okay? So everything else is very basic, very easy to use, very user-friendly, and it's identical to decision trees. So hopefully you had a chance to look at this decision tree module video. There are also a bunch of example strategy trees that you can take a look at and see how it's developed. I inserted notes in here. You can insert pictures in here. You can insert anything that you files, anything that you can actually come up with. So here's a build and buy strategy, for instance, and I can zoom in, zoom out. I can do a file print and so forth. So very easy to use, very powerful drawing tool for strategy, and this is part of the ROV Visual Modeler 2012.